the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Packers pick it up, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help him dig out of this hole.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to get in there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week, because we know the division titles and wild card spots up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Second and goal from the 1.
Jones again.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. Out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Cousins.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throw left side complete. That's Watson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks for his linebacker position.
Think about the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Caught on the right side by Jones. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Cousins.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Play fake, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On play action, now Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Watkins. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ballgame. And the Packers continue to roll.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. As they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, Mond. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass. That's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Here's a diving catch right side. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle
the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mond out of the shotgun.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Mon looks to throw.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it in a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Touchdown, Packers! A great play there. 55 yards.
And the Packers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Muwangu now from his end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They go play action here. Mon.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got some space here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mond now off of play action. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on 2nd down. Mond. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability though to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, here's Mon. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to be 2nd and 11. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year.